Yo, what is up everyone? It is Earn with Todd here, and in this video, we're going to be doing a full in-depth review of the BetKings online poker platform with our guest, the legendary hustler, SuperBusboy.
Hey, yo, what's up, Todd? Thanks for inviting me on the show. But you know what? Even more importantly, thanks for introducing me to BetKings, which is, as I understand it, a skin of GG Poker, the largest poker network in the world. I knew about it from Daniel Negreanu, Fedor Holt. I'm kind of a poker noob myself. And, I was just really excited to get on this platform. And so thank you for telling me about BetKings. I'm on vacation right now in Costa Rica. So, dude, I'm putting all my volume on BetKings. And thanks again, man. There's so many fish that I almost don't want to tell any about this.
Thanks for being here, SuperBusboy. But you know what was more important? Let's talk about the main event champion for the World Series of Poker with the largest online poker prize in history for $3.9 million. Stoyan Madanzhiev was the World Series of Poker champion for 2020. As we all know, the World Series of Poker could not do anything due to the coronavirus. So, you know what? WSOP, they teamed up with BetKings, they teamed up with the GG Poker Network, and they hosted the largest World Series of Poker online tournament in history.
All right, Todd. And BetKings wasn't really on my radar before this dude binked this almost $4 million tournament. But when that kind of prize happens, you're like, what's going on over here? I want to play where he's playing. That's really what brought me to the site. And as we all know, there's a lot of poker sites, a lot of options, a lot of good ones, a lot of people that are scamming you, a lot of underground poker clubs. So the fact that this network, GG Poker, more specifically this skin, is paying out money in the tune of almost $3.9 million, and I'm a micro player. The level of money I'm dealing with is in the hundreds. Maybe I might bank $1,000 tournament here or there. So we're worried about getting paid out these amounts. So if I see a site regularly cutting checks or sending out Bitcoin in the millions, that makes me as a small player a little bit, if not a lot more comfortable playing on that skin or that site. And that's my take on it. I mean, do you have anything to say about that?
Yeah, SuperBusboy. I mean, that speaks volume, okay? BetKings and the GG Poker Network, they can cater from anybody from small stakes. If you only got a $100 bankroll, where you are a whale, where you putting in volume of $100,000 or more every month, this site has everything for all skill levels. I would compare this player pool to way back when Full Tilt and PokerStars was originally there before Black Friday hit in the United States. And, this is truly the next online poker boom. With the coronavirus happening, all these casinos shut down. People are flocking in droves to find trustworthy poker sites, and I gotta say, BetKings is one of the best options out there because they are tied with the GG Poker Network, and as we all know, Daniel Negreanu is basically the face of that, along with Fedor Holt. So, I mean, they got all the big names flocking to GG Poker, along with all of the smaller poker bankrolls.
Hey, Todd, why don't you play a clip for our audience that you just showed me of Stoyan Madanzhiev winning $3.9 million? Roll that for the audience.
And I know that you played from BetKings. And what is your experience playing on BetKings? Anything that stands out really positive?
Yeah, I don't have bad experience in BetKings at all. Everything is smooth and perfect. I really enjoy playing in this software because there is some fun going on. Like you can throw expressions to people, you can do snap cams with, show your face, or if you want. It's more engaging and more fun, and I really enjoyed that. I mean, that's what poker is about, not just to compete, but also have fun and the balance between those.
So, SuperBusboy, I want to ask you a couple questions. I know you do a lot of Twitch streaming. You have played on America's Card Room a lot in the past. But I want to say, since your experience of going over to Costa Rica, how do you like the gameplay of BetKings? What have you experienced? Like the main event champion, Stoyan mentioned, he's talked about the features like Snapkin, the different emojis you can throw out there. So why don't you just tell us a little bit about your experience personally?
Well, Todd, where do I even begin, man? Well, first of all, I want to let the audience know I'm not a very good player. And, for poker players, we all have egos, and, it's not an easy thing to come to terms with, or even to admit to anybody. But, I've humbled myself. I've gone into study mode. That being said, right, I put a lot of volume on ACR, but being on vacation, you don't need a good reason to go to Costa Rica. It's a beautiful country. But the site that I play on, the vast majority of my volume before coming over to Costa Rica was America's Card Room, and that's where they're located. And I wanted to maybe meet the CEO, meet the staff, just get a feel for who they were. But plus, Costa Rica is just a great place to be on vacation. That being said, being out of the U.S. allowed me to play on a lot of different sites. So my experience on BetKings is that, oh my God, it's like 2009. Look, I'm 37 years old, Todd. I started in 2001 playing poker, okay? It's not like I had a poker career, but I consider myself somewhat of an OG. My first site I ever played on was Ultimate Bet that Phil Hellmuth was promoting. I followed that guy, he's my hero, right? And this is like 2001. A lot of people watching this video might not have even been born in 2001, right? Like, that's how old I am. And that's when internet poker really started taking off. And GG Poker Network, playing through the BetKings skin, it reminds me of back then. And I can say that because I've played almost 100,000 hands on America's Card Room, Bet Online, some other sites, underground clubs, Poker Bros, PP Poker, U Poker, just to name a few. And it's night and day, man. Like, I feel like I'm playing with robots. Who knows? Maybe I am, maybe I'm not, but the players have just gotten so good over the years, man. And my honest opinion, it just, when I'm playing on BetKings, and I play the micro and the low stakes. I don't yet know what the mid to high stakes are. I'm sure the play's a little bit better. It's night and day. They have this kind of HUD system which levels the playing field, okay? Like, on the other side, some people are using Poker Tracker, some people are using Hold'em Manager, but if you're not, you're pretty much fucked, okay? You're pretty much fucked because everyone knows what you're doing. You don't know what they're doing, okay? What BetKings and the GG Poker Network does is they give everyone the same tools and the same software, and it's pretty good. You see their VPIP, how often they raise, and a bigger part, they show you if they're a winner or not. So the guy sitting across the table is a big fucking loser. You're like, well, I am calling his 3-bet all day long. You know what I'm saying? They're doing dumb shit. It's like, yeah. On the other sites that we play on back in America, like, you'll see some dumb shit like once in a while, right? But the few tournaments that I've been playing on GG Poker, it's like every fucking hand someone's doing something dumb. Like, these guys are running 45%, 50% VPIPs, and if you don't know what VPIP means, man, go on Google, okay? But they're doing just the dumbest shit that I haven't seen since 20 years ago, brother. Last but not least, man, like Stoyan said, man, poker is about being fun, right? Like, in my last 100,000 hands played on America's Card Room, I gotta say, man, those were not a fun 100,000 hands I played on ACR. It felt like running a marathon. I just clicking buttons over and over, slowly watching my soul drain away. Okay. But on GG Poker, man, there's this thing called the snap cam feature. It is exactly what you think it is. At any given time in a hand, you can record up to a 15-second clip of yourself, doing something like, which I do over and over again when I lose a pot, especially when I win a pot, or when I bluff and I show it down, like, ha ha, motherfucker. It's a fucking fun. And the software works. It doesn't go down. It's smooth. It works. I mean, what more can you ask for, Todd?
Yeah, SuperBusboy, I think you hit the nail on the head right there. The online poker boom is back. There's plenty of fish for all the whales to feed on. And if you're a newcomer poker player, you're going to be on the level of everybody. And like SuperBusboy said, if you're playing on all the other poker sites in the past, you're going to see a lot tougher competition. And when you over to GG Poker and BetKings skin, you're going to notice a stark difference. The tournaments are going to be way funner, and you're just going to feel like you're in the zone that much longer. But with that said, if you do want to sign up for the BetKings Poker Network, make sure you check out all of the links down in the video description. There's going to be a bunch of kick-ass bonus links, along with SuperBusboy's website, clubdgen.com. This video is going to be up on multiple YouTube channels. We're trying to get the word out that BetKings is the next online poker boom phase that you don't want to miss out on.
Hey, Earn with Todd, thanks for having me, man. And for all the American players out there, if you're unable to play on GG Poker, go ahead and visit clubdgen.com down in the link. That's where we review all our American-based poker sites like America's Card Room, Bet Online, and we also review the clubs on Poker Bros, PP Poker, things like that. So thanks for watching, guys. Thanks again for having me, Todd. Really appreciate it, and see you guys in the next episode.
Yep, exactly, everyone. I hope everybody enjoyed this video, and if you have any questions, do not hesitate to leave any comments down below. We will make sure to get back to you, whether you got questions about withdrawal options, deposit options, or whatnot. We got your backs covered. The Club DGen Bros got your back. So everyone, hope you have a great rest of the day, and make sure you hit that sub button, and do not miss our episode 2 video that will be coming out shortly. Have a great one, everyone.